Hey, it's Heather, and it's been a while, so I wanted to share a mid-year update with you. Some of my favourite nature experiences so far have been very simple ones, just going out in the early mornings and evenings to look at the sky and enjoy the colour changes, noticing the clouds, and the sea of fog when I was driving one day. We have had a lot of rain recently. It is winter here at the moment. And we had this amazing storm with lots of lightning, so warning, flashes of lightning. This was as the storm was getting closer, so it did take a little bit for the thunder to crash. This was the biggest, longest storm that we'd had for a while, with many lightning and thunder crashes. But there's no wind, so you can hear the rain falling. And it was amazing to slow down and take time to just be in awe of nature. Warning, there's going to be a very bright flash of lightning. As you can tell, it was very bright, so the thunder is very loud. Some more lightning. That was right overhead, and you could just feel it. You could feel it through the earth and in the air. It was incredible. On a more serene note, the valley often fills up with mist, and this was particularly lovely just recently. I often share advice from my cat Shadow, which is to rest when and where you can, because that's all he seems to do. Back in January, I visited the aquarium, and my favourite was the sea turtle because he was so majestic. I've had some awesome bird life encounters too. This little guy came to visit, very friendly, a ring-necked dove, and this swarm of ducks at the park. The orchard has produced some great feijoa, which are my favourite fruit, very tangy. And we had a few moments to enjoy the spa pool, which was second-hand, and we fill up with spring water and heat with gas. This year is my 11th year off-grid, and we had some updates like buying new solar panels for a second power system. These are the panels getting installed on the shed, and we bought 4 new batteries to store the power that we make, and got this inverter to run it all, and then the inverter had a fault and died, so we can't use it at all. And my power system is dying from my house, so I moved the new batteries over to the house, and that's all that I have powering my house now. 4 batteries and these solar panels. This was my favourite thing on social media. When you click with someone and they have the audacity to live far away, the story of my life. One of the projects that I backed this year was for one of those friends. Logan Norgal, who's from Geeks Rising, and his friend Ben made a graphic novel that they launched on Kickstarter, and it reached the goal, and I can't wait to read it. I was very lucky to receive a few parcels, thank you. This one from Phil Rude, who's an illustrator and author and wrote Mo, Myself and I and sent it to me. Check out philrude.com for more. Dopeness Monster sent me these amazingly cute emote stickers. And this came from Adam from Odd It Out, a very, very sweet parcel for my birthday back in March. Some Discord merch arrived. And this friendship bracelet. And another friend needed a tutorial, so here's a quick tutorial on adjusting a friendship bracelet. Take one side, and then the other, and loosen it off, and then reverse the process to tighten it back up. Simple. I did treat myself to a new bedspread. It is Harry Potter, but I loved the colours. And soft and rolly perfume, which has raspberry and vanilla essence in it as well. A few new looks this year. I've got my second tattoo, which was inspired by this and turned out like this. And changed my hair. And then I tried on a blonde wig in the 70s style for live stream for The Cure. A huge thank you to everyone who was part of that. It was an amazing success. $23,000 for cancer research. And on the note of things retro, I've revisited some other stuff, like Velcro wallets from back in the day. And this Tangram book. These are fun, so I looked through the puzzles and I had a Tangram set that I bought from Kmart for $2, which you can't beat, and enjoyed trying to recreate the puzzles from the book. They're not easy, some of them, but it was a lot of fun. On the note of books, I've read a few things in 2022, and the first one was a recommendation from Phil Rood, which was The Tao of Pooh and The Tear of Piglet. Really interesting look at Taoism. The Hobbit, I love the cover of this book, but also a great story. And Cubed, The Puzzle of All of Us by the creator of the Rubik's Cube. Really enjoyed his insight into creativity. A friend was reading The Pillars of the Earth, and so I decided to check out if it was available. And it turns out there was going to be a 15-week wait before I could read it. I was like, wow, that's going to be ages. And then the very next day it said it was available, and I had 3 weeks to read it before the next person, so I had anxiety and read it in 3 days. A few of the games that I've played this year have been revisiting Starcraft, which was one of my favourites. This is the battle chest that I still have. I think it cost me $100 back in the day, but I've loved replaying the game. And then I found some online escape rooms and puzzles. So ENCHAMBERED.com is the website that I found, which has online escape rooms that you can do. If you click on the puzzles page, it will take you to where they are. And it starts with a part in time, but that's actually like there is an order to the stories. So if you scroll down a bit, there's Together at Heart, but then you'll see Alone Together, which is their free online escape room. So give that a go. You can have 2 people and it's browser-based, nothing to download. And then you can play Together Apart if you enjoyed that, and you just pay to play. Very creative and clever ways of manipulating things on screen to solve clues and unlock things to solve the puzzle. There's an at-home escape room game, and then some more challenges and puzzles if you scroll down further on that page. There's 10 of them, and I've been working my way through them. Now, I'm not entirely very clever, but it is fun to test out your brain and just give it a challenge and have some fun to see if you can do them. They're, I don't know, something fun to do if you need a break from things and a distraction, and I've really enjoyed them for that. They're also fun to share with a friend, so I recommend you hang out with friends and play some games. They've got even more brain teasers and things at the bottom there. And then if you were in Sacramento, I am not in the US, but if you were, you could probably check them out because they have an in-person escape room. So yeah, go ahead and see what they've got. Recently been playing a new D&D campaign with some friends, and I read of Dice and Men beforehand because I hadn't read it and wanted to read that. I created my character Lola, the samurai. This is what Mark created for my avatar. And these are some of the dice that I have. I particularly like the metal ones. I also picked up Hero's Feast, which is a D&D cookbook. And that leads me to some of the food that I have made this year. Pizza, because always pizza. Some lasagna. It doesn't look like much, but it was delicious. My birthday cake, not as great as the ones my sister made me, but it was still tasty. Some chicken Penang curry on mashed potato, yum. Oat and raisin cookies with coffee. And bread. I made so much bread in 2022, and it was great to have hot, fresh bread. So nice to smell and taste. And then I also had a go at making some sushi, which was yum. Then I went to a big sale and picked up some music. This sheet music is bound in 1904 for a lady who collected all her sheet music together. So cool. And then I picked up Carole King's book and the Amadeus vinyl, which has been so much fun to listen to, and The Sound of Music with the original Broadway cast with my record player. Cody J from Geeks Rising released One Less Leaf, his EP, recently. I'd highly recommend you check it out. And on Thursday afternoons, I've been doing some really simple art sessions for 1 hour. This was one that I created recently. I am not an artist. It's not great, but it was fun and relaxing. What have you enjoyed in 2022 so far? What have you been up to? We would love to know. For more of us, you can check out geeksrising.com. And until next time, be empowered by nature.